Disclaimer and trigger warning, today's video will contain darker topics such as suicide and death. But you can bring magic into your everyday life with intention. That's what magic is. That's what witchcraft is to me. It's using your intentions to transmute and alchemize these energies into what you want to create. Clears the mind, strengthens the body. What's not to love? Destigmatize mental health. And we destigmatize trauma together, y'all. And I have a significant amount of trauma. And not just my parents got divorced trauma, but I found my mom dead when I was 13 trauma. I've seen some shit. Okay, my sister's boyfriend, he tried to kill himself. Miraculously survived. 3 months later, murdered. Beaten in the head with a baseball bat to death. Hello girlies and gays and theys. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about my wellness and witchy favorites. Tips to living a balanced and fulfilling life by sharing with you my favorite wellness and witchy things as of late. Things that keep me healthy, mind, body, and soul. So first things first, let's start with some good sleep. We'll start from the beginning. It's nighttime, we're going to bed. Okay, the beginning might be the beginning of the day, but no. The beginning of the day, it starts the night before. Let's set ourselves up for success. Let's make sure that we have our little mug ready for our little morning moment with our coffee or tea, or whatever it is we enjoy, our outfit ready, our lunch packed. Let's make sure we have some clean sheets on the bed. Let's light a little candle, make sure to blow it out before you go to bed. And then also have some little fairy lights, a little salt lamp. Cozy on up in some clean pajamas you feel confident in. Get a little matching pajama set. Okay, really romanticize your routines. A big thing for me, I love routines. I do. Maybe it's because of the consistent instability in my childhood and my childhood trauma, or, maybe I just like routines. I don't know. Anyway, they're good for you. So have a little routinesy-winsy. Start with your night routine. Have some clean sheets on your bed. Have a little night moment to yourself, okay? You wake up. You're feeling refreshed. You got your 8 hours. You drank some water. Now what? So first things first is the morning and the night routine. Those things are essential to wellness. I'm not going to spend too much time elaborating on that because I feel like a morning and night routine could be its own entire video, podcast, whatever. So we're moving on. A nice morning routine, a nice night routine, one that works for you. Doesn't have to look like how I said, just one that works for you. One that serves you. It doesn't have to be chores and things that you have to do. It's something that you enjoy that keeps you feeling good. Like, that's the whole point of it. It's not, like, time to do chores, time to do my routine. It's like something to help nourish you and heal you. So remember that. If you know anything about witches, you do know that witches love nature, because nature is amazing. What is a part of nature? Animals. Do you love animals? Then you're in the right place, because I love animals too. And you'd be surprised, because there's some crazy people out there that don't like animals. I don't get it. I really don't. Here we are, me and you, the animal lovers of the world. We love nature, and we love animals, now that we're weeding out all the weaker people that don't like animals. But here's the thing. There's something psychologically, scientifically proven that animals are healing. That's the reason they bring them to hospitals, to sick people. Because animals are healing naturally. Did you know that when you go on a walk outside and you hear birds, it signals to your brain that you're safe and to be in a calm state? Because think about it. If something's going on, if there's a tornado or, a big fight or something happening with dinosaurs, then the birds in the area, they're gonna squawk, they're gonna flee. They're not gonna be like chirp, 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 chirp. You ever been outside in the morning? Them birds be chirping. Them birds chirp all day. So if you go outside and you get to nature and you hear those animals chirping, it signals to your brain, like literally your little monkey brain feels safe because of these animals. It's science. It's magic. It's witchcraft. It's all of the above. Animal connection is so important. I also watched this video of a monk talking about his morning routine, and one of his morning habits was to do something for someone else, or like give or something like that. And that included something like feeding an animal, nourishing another living being. And so that is a part of my morning routine, which I consider to be spiritual, witchy, but also as mundane as you could see it. Everybody, I mean, how many people in America, in the world, I don't know why I said America, in the whole world, feed their dogs every morning? There's lots of people doing that. But you can bring magic into your everyday life with intention. That's what magic is. That's what witchcraft is to me. It's using your intentions to transmute and alchemize these energies into what you want to create. That's some powerful shit right there. So then, after I have my little animal routine where I feed them, I take care of them, I take my dog for his little walk, we move on to my coffee time. I made a rule recently to start eating breakfast before having my coffee. I make my coffee with intention. This coffee is my potion. I create a potion with my coffee every morning by speaking affirmations, using my verbal intention, my energetic intention, and making this coffee with intention. I will pour cinnamon, which represents prosperity, protection, among other things, and I will pour it with the intentions that I choose into my coffee or into the grounds before I steep the coffee. I will stir clockwise to attract an affirmation, and then I will counterclockwise for letting go, releasing, cleansing. Sometimes I will put a cinnamon stick in my coffee to stir it, and I use that with the intention that that is adding more power, that I'm putting more energy, more intention into it, making it, the spell, the potion, more powerful. That's what I like to call it. But these are just words, people. As one of my favorite creators, Chloe Taylor, always says, no nuance Nellies, get out of here. It's not like word for word what she says, because we need people who are flexible in the way they word their spirituality, because we're all so different. We all have different beliefs, but we're all talking about the same thing. A lot of us. What I'm saying is like, it's really no different than a prayer. So I have my little spiritual moment. I make a little breakfast. I fuel my body. Even if I'm not hungry, I will make something for myself and fuel my body, because it's not just about eating for pleasure. I mean, that's a great thing too, but like, it's also about fueling your body, nourishing your body. Next, said it before, I'll say it again. Yoga and meditation. Checks all the boxes. Wellness, witchcraft. Balances your chakras, keeps you flexible and healthy physically. Clears the mind, strengthens the body. What's not to love? Meditation. Here's the thing. If you didn't know this about me, is I have a significant amount of trauma, and not just my parents got divorced trauma, but I found my mom dead when I was 13 trauma, and I watched my grandmother die of COVID in 2020 trauma, and I worked in the hospitals, in the ICU, in the emergency room, as a student nurse during the pandemic. I've seen some Okay, my sister's boyfriend, he tried to kill himself. Miraculously survived. 3 months later, murdered. Beaten in the head with a baseball bat to death. Don't believe me? I don't care. It's the truth. My point is I've seen and this is real life. People act like, I'll talk about things I've been through, just like chatting about life, and people will look at me like I have 3 heads, like I'm crazy. And it's like, I get it. There's a lot of people you can encounter in communities that do not experience these things. But I'm here to tell you that like sort of trauma is a lot more common than you think. Think about how many people are beaten as children or witness their parents having a violent fight. Think about how many people are raped. Think about how many children are molested. It's like a crazy amount, statistically. A lot of people. And it's something that people don't talk about because it's unpleasant. And it's not something you bring up at a work conversation or a dinner, but I'm bringing it up right now in this podcast slash video slash thing. So hello, and welcome to my channel, where we destigmatize mental health and we destigmatize trauma together, y'all. And next on the list for my wellness witchy routine favorites is, the reason I mentioned all this trauma. It's essential to, the reason I mention it is because it's relevant. It's essential to my wellness routine, to my wellness of my mind, body, and spirit, my physical health, my mental health. What is essential for it? For me, personally, it's meditation. It is the art of observing, of practicing, observing, rather than getting sucked up into your feelings and just getting just drowning in how you feel and going in circles and obsessing. It's just witnessing, just noticing, instead of judging and picking apart. And it's the practice of that. And the more you practice that consciously, the more subconsciously you begin to just do it. Next on the list, things I love and enjoy, my favorites. I love chakra and frequency music. You can go on Spotify, you could go on Apple, whatever, you could go on YouTube, and there's a million playlists for frequencies and binaural beats and heart chakra, sacral chakra, all that good stuff, healing frequency stuff. It just feels good to listen to, because here's the thing, sometimes this segues into my next point. No scrolling, no more. No scroll. We do not scroll in this household. Get off that shit. That's what my yaya used to say. Put that shit down. Because she wanted me to pay attention. And I was like, you know what, yaya, you're right. What am I even Instagram who? Like, what? It's not real life. It can be fun. It can be a way to connect and feel inspired, y'all. I get it. But there needs to be boundaries. And I notice that when I wake up and I scroll, or get on my phone and watch, even just watching YouTube videos, especially now that they added the shorts, oh my god, the shorts, they suck me in. I'll go on this app and I'm like, I'm not gonna watch any shorts, because I know I'll just, for a while, subconsciously, and then I'll snap out of it, like 30 minutes later, and be like, I've been scrolling for 30 minutes, and then my brain starts feeling like it's buzzing, and I just feel like tired and drained and angry, and I feel like I want to do something, but I feel tired, and I feel like really I just want to keep scrolling, but I don't feel like scrolling. And you know what? It's not a good feeling. So I made a rule for myself. No scrolling in the mornings. And after a certain time, like once I'm doing my skincare routine, it's bedtime, I don't scroll at night. No texting back, no emails, no Instagram, no Pinterest, no YouTube, no TikTok. And you know what? At first I was like, well then what the fuck am I gonna do if I can't do that? And then I was like, hold on, you silly little Billy. Think about it. This stuff hadn't been around that long. What did they do in the olden days? They probably read books. And I was like, I love reading books. So I'll replace my morning scrolling, or my anytime scrolling, with reading. And let me tell you, it has transformed my mental, therefore my physical. Because like, if we're mentally stressed, it's releasing cortisol in our bodies. It's making us stress. Calm is good, healthy, physically too. The mental health and the physical are connected. So that being said, instead of scrolling, I read, I'll listen to music, and I allow myself podcasts. Every now and then, I will watch YouTube videos. I do think watching YouTube videos is different than scrolling on TikTok or Instagram. I don't feel like, sometimes it can just feel more inspirational and educational rather than it just sucks you in mindless content, you know? But I'm not saying that like TikTok and Instagram are bad. I think everything in moderation. Yaya used to say, "Pemeron temeraton." And I don't know if that's how you actually pronounce it or if I'm saying it right. So if a Greek person is listening to this and heard that and they're probably like, oh my god, what are you even saying? That's gibberish. Then I'm sorry, but I thought that was under the impression for many years that that means everything in moderation. So just keep that in mind with your scrolling. Create boundaries. Ask yourself when you're scrolling, does this feel good? Or do I feel bored and like empty and like hurt? My eyes are like focused too hard and like hunched over and my shoulders are like scrunched up. You know, do I feel good doing this? Am I inspired and laughing watching this content? Or am I, one video is sad and I'm crying, the next video I'm laughing, the next video I don't know, and then you're just mindlessly taking it in. Anyway, affirmations. Affirmations are proven to help, and they're excellent tools in psychology, in spirituality, and in witchcraft. I often call them spells, and I will say a prayer, which in other words to me is also a spell. You're using your intention, your energy, to put intention into something. That's what a prayer is. You're using your energy and your intention to communicate, to have a relationship with God. I'm not here to debate religion. Anyway, these are some of my favorite affirmations that I read all the time. I've been using for years. I am divinely guided and I'm divinely protected. The universe, please protect me and my loved ones. And then I like to say this morning and night. I think I got it from the Wizard Liz. I call back all my power from all people, places, and situations that have been stealing it without my consent now. And I give back any power and energy that is not mine to carry. I think she said to say it before sleep, or in the morning, and before and after an interaction. And then another one of my favorite affirmations from Abraham Hicks is, I measure my success by how much fun I'm having. And I added to it, and how much joy I'm feeling. Because that is the whole goal. That's why we want money. That's why we want fame or a relationship. It's because we want to feel joy. We want to have fun. We want to be loved and love other people. So measure your success by how much love is in your life, by how much fun you're having. And then I love this one. Dear universe, I'm open to things being easier, more magical than I could ever imagine. And then there's also this video. It's by a TikTok. I saved this years ago. I think like in 2020. It's by the Sage Soul TikTok. And I love doing that one. I feel like the tapping really helps like me remember. Like I remember those affirmations like more than any others I say almost. And then I wrote other things like, observe thoughts, don't absorb, take control of your actions and allow the physical to transform the mental. I intend to romanticize and savor each moment of my beautiful life. And then one day I wrote, I just thought of something genius and it'll be my mantra for today. No think, just be. And if inspired, just do. No think, just be. And if inspired, just do. And I think I got this one from Lavender. I'm healing the fear of being unsafe and not having enough. I move into trusting that I'm always taken care of, that I will always be okay. I'm reaffirming beliefs like I attract abundance and ease. I can relax. You know, it's crazy how the sun goes down and it gets darker outside because it's significantly darker in here. And I noticed that. So we're going to hurry it up. I'm going to fly through this list with the most value as possible for you. Let's do this. So, next up, after affirmation, spell work, your words hold power. Remember that. Next, an outfit. Put on an outfit with intention. Pick an aesthetic that you like. Pick a color with intention. Okay? In magic, in witchcraft, colors have different correspondences. Okay? So like pink, you could wear with the intention of self-love. Red, you could wear with the intention of power and seduction. Black, you could wear with the intention of protection. Or blue, this is psychology too. When we see people wearing blue, you're more likely to trust them. Just like when people see red, they're more likely to get like angry and aggressive, okay? Or hungry. You know, it stimulates that. That's why like a lot of fast food chains have red. Use colors to your advantage and use it with intention, my little witches. Next up, everything shower. I love a good old everything shower routine. It's one of the best feelings to get out of the shower and feel so clean, fresh, and put on like your moisturizer and just feel all lathered up and put on some clean clothes and your little matching pajama set if you have it, and then laying in your nice clean sheets. Like, It's magic. It's good for the soul, and it's good for the health. And also, let's talk about my favorites with that. So, how can you make a simple shower witchy? Witchy edition. That's what this video is about. Use it as a cleansing ritual. Use that shower to visualize the negativities, the limiting beliefs, the dense emotions flowing off of you into the drain, swirling down. Products I like, I love good old baby oil. Y'all, can't go wrong with it. I feel like baby oil, you could use it on a baby, it's safe. You put that baby oil on your legs before you shave. I use baby oil and then also a shaving cream. That's the key, because I feel like I, in the past, was prone to razor burn. Dry brushing, all the difference. Also, it's good for, as some people would say, lymphatic drainage, but it's also excellent for circulation. That's the whole point, really, in like gua sha, is it helps healthy blood flow, circulation in your body. And when you have healthy blood flow, oxygen is getting to your muscles, your tissues, your organs better, your brain, so you're able to function better. Breath work, yoga, this stuff, that's why it's good for you. I don't know how I got into that, talking about baby oil, but we're just gonna roll with it. Next product I love, the CeraVe cream, okay? Not the lotion, but the cream. The cream is thick, moisturizing. It doesn't feel oily and residue after you use it. The cream. Next, a pumice stone. Foot care. Speaking of gua sha, how many people online, there's lots of people talking about gua sha when we talk about this wellness stuff. How many people do you hear talking about gua sha with your feet? Gua sha for your body. Okay, it's not just for your face to make you look slimmer. It's for your blood flow, circulation, your health. So keep that in mind. It's to feel good. It's not just to look good. Okay? So the gua sha for your feet, for your foot health, anything foot health, foot massages, pedicures, pumice stone, excellent. I also want to point out using a chemical face mask. I use the ordinary salicylic acid mask, and that is a game changer. I don't use those physical, like, sugar scrubs on my skin, on my face. I use it on my body because the skin is tougher, but the skin on the face is sensitive. So using that rough, I just don't vibe with it. The chemical, it eats away at the dirt and gets into the pores. It's good stuff. Next up, you get out of the shower, hair care. Alright, it took me years, dare I say 24 years, 23 years, to learn the proper steps to washing your hair. Step 1, hair wash day. You do your workout, then you get in the shower, and you double shampoo. You double rinse that shampoo. Okay? That's very important. You condition. You get out of the shower, while your hair's wet, you apply a leave-in conditioner. This is just what works for me, y'all, okay? Don't come at me. I apply a leave-in conditioner. It is a game changer to the hydration and the shine and the beauty of my hair, y'all. I brush that through. That's very important. Brush it through. When my hair dries, I let it dry naturally. Dry it however you like. Once it's dry, little by little, you can always put more. Start very, very little. Even just a couple drops if you want to. And rub some hair oil in. Speaking of oil, jojoba oil. I used to call it jojoba oil, but I think it's pronounced jojoba oil. It is like the best oil to put on your face. I use that to take off my makeup when I double cleanse at night, when I wash my face at night. I'll use the oil to take off sunscreen, sweat from my workout, and makeup. It's the best at removing makeup. It's so gentle. I wash that off as if it was soap. And then I go in and I wash my face with a cleanser. Game changer, you guys. This is some real magic I'm sharing with y'all. You're welcome. On to the next thing. Cooking. Okay? Some people love it, some people hate it. Some people think of it as a chore, some people think of it as a gift and a passion. But we all gotta cook for ourselves at some point. It's a spiritual and mindful practice to cook yourself a meal. This is what I'm getting at. It's a beautiful thing to use herbs with intentions, so you can use these herbs with medicinal intentions as well as magical correspondences. okay? Medicinal benefits of cinnamon.
I found this on the web.
Alright, this is a .gov website. This is National Institutes of Health.gov. So this is, if you were in school, this is a website they would approve of. In addition to being an antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, anti-diabetic, antimicrobial, anti-cancer, lipid-lowering, and cardiovascular disease-lowering compound, cinnamon has also been reported to have activities against neurological disorders such as Parkinson's and Alzheimer's diseases. This review illustrates the pharmacological perspective of cinnamon and its use in daily life. Is that not insane? Okay, so that's just cinnamon. Think about black pepper. Oh my gosh, don't even get me started on black pepper and its benefits. And it tastes so good. I put black pepper on everything. My eggs, my pasta. Black pepper. I put it in my rice. Meat. I don't even eat that much meat, honestly, though. And anyway, doesn't matter. Use these. And then like I said, cinnamon represents protection, prosperity. Use your intention, your energy when you're making stuff. Be mindful. That is magic. That is the witchy edition of life. Go into nature. Take hikes. Go on walks. There's lots of studies of people who study the regrets of the dying. And some of the things that people mention the most is that they regret never learning a musical instrument. They regret not prioritizing their social connections more. They regret not learning a new language. They regret not spending more time in nature. They regret not traveling more. These are things that we can all take steps to doing every day. Most of these things for free. You know, even traveling, you can take different routes to work. You can take the scenic route, go to a neighboring city, ride a bus, you know, if it's safe. and just really make an attempt to travel. Talk to people, travel through them, really connect. These are things that are more important than how many subscribers we have and how many followers we have and how many people love us and how many people hate us. At the end of the day, none of that matters. We gotta remember what really matters at the end of the day to us. Know yourself, know your values, prioritize your time and spend it appropriately between balance to you, your version of balance between work, play, and rest. To me, I really value leisure. I value leisure and fun way more than I value discipline and hard work. I do value hard work and discipline, very much so. I incorporate it into my life every day. But I value leisure. I value fun just as much, if not more so. And so I make time for that in my life. And I make a point to become aware if I feel guilty for spending time resting and reminding myself that that is productive, that that is something I value. And I ask myself if that's a thought coming from me or a thought conditioned by society for me to think and feel ashamed about. Anyway, I recommend therapy. I recommend journaling. That's it for today. If you guys stayed around this long, thank you. Comment down below your thoughts. I love you. I'll see y'all next time.